have a reading?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many.
Okay. Take a nice deep breath. We'll start out reading your aura. You have a lot of white in your aura. You're very intuitive. You're a creative and an analytical thinker. Restless. You have so many ideas, you're not sure which one to do next. You do very well in school. Kind of have an idea of what you want, but you have more than one thing nagging away at you. Maybe they can somehow be combined, or maybe one can be a part-time pursuit. But you're what, about 15?
No,
How old?
21.
Wow. Wow. But you're not done with college.
No.
No. In fact, are you, I hope you're going for a PhD eventually.
No.
Really? Boy, it's definitely a possibility with your abilities. What path did you decide on?
Film. I don't know if there's a PhD in film that I know of.
Probably not. Unless you created some new menu for it. So you went the creative path.
I feel passionate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat because a lot of people will let that part go. And especially when you're creative and analytical like you are, that creative path would have just kept nagging you if it hadn't been filled. That's why I was saying you had an option to do one part-time. If you didn't, that's great. How many have you done?
Sorry?
How many films have you?
Oh, wow. At least 20. At least.
Is that all for school? Or was part of it hopefully to be released?
Well, I've only done a couple in school, and the rest of them are just for fun, hopefully, that I'll get noticed eventually.
Great. And you write as well as do the camera, right? With that analytical part still, even though it's creative, it's still filling that need. But I'm seeing that you have at least 2 more years of school.
It's okay.
And then you're moving?
Hopefully. Wherever the career takes me, I'll go.
It's like it's showing me a needle that hasn't stopped yet.
I haven't decided where. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's like, all over the place.
I'm very indecisive.
Yeah. And from what I'm hearing, that's okay right now. Because when you need to make a decision, you do that pretty well.
I guess that's true. I really don't think about it. Sometimes I guess when I don't think about something, I just go right into it.
But you know why you're doing that. You follow your intuition in those moments. And sometimes you see the big picture that other people aren't seeing. See, they're seeing a narrow pathway, and you're going, no, this is, what I'm here to do. And instinctively, even though you wouldn't be able to explain every little facet of it, you know it. And that's what I'm getting. However, when it comes to contracts in the future, do not do that. If somebody hires you to do a film in the future, which is a strong possibility in your future, or wants to make a deal on something that you've done, maybe a documentary, something like that, there'll be a contract involved. So make certain you have someone analytically look at it.
Okay.
Okay? You like the playful side of things, but you also do more insightful things, right?
I don't really think of it that way.
Make certain that you're flexible enough to open up to different types of things.
I've heard that.
That's really important, because otherwise it can squash your creativity. It'll put you in a rut. And that's just as bad as not being creative, because then you're limiting yourself. And that's the good thing about creativity, it gives you freedom. So it's important to spread your wings and to try different venues, different genres. Try and do some nature or documentary, something that shows that you can really do the meat and potatoes.
Okay.
Okay?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm allowed to know this, but you're hearing, someone's telling you, do I know this person, or is this?
It's your, right now I'm talking to your master guide.
Okay.
You have 4 guides right now.
Okay.
Your master guide's with you for life.
Okay.
The other guides come and go depending upon what you're doing, what's going on in your life, things of that nature. They could be with you 10 minutes, 20 years, however long they're needed. And they are not family or anything like that.
Okay.
They've mastered this world a long time ago. So what they do is teach and guide you. They can't interfere unless it's life and death, and it wasn't your time.
There's been a lot of life and death experiences I've had.
But if you allow them, they can help open doors for you. One way to allow them is to know what you want. And then, thank them on occasion for helping you out. That's a good thing. They're saying you probably have more questions.
Oh, I just don't know what to ask.
Okay.
So they're there to help me.
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible they can help me figure out where I want to end up if they help me decide where to move after I'm done with school?
You'll start sensing. You may hear a city, or you may get in a conversation with somebody, or somebody may call you on the phone and say, hey, I've got this deal here, you know, you wanna be involved, something like that.
Okay.
Or, let's say you got into journaling, which is really good because it raises your vibration, kind of opens the door for them to communicate with you. Plus, it raises your creativity. They can kind of inspire your writing. And it's a wonderful way of getting rid of any emotional stuff, okay? So journaling is one of the ways they will communicate.